my wife in the club. We gon' see though. I feel like she more of a CEO, or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her. Another day, another dollar, another phone with another feature. I don't play goalie, but I'm my brother's keeper. Surrounded by family, I'm not with other people. They say I got my pop's demeanor and mother's features. The garden's still private as ever. The gang thriving together. Your boy striving to be the most dominant ever. The hardest white boy since the one who rapped about vomiting sweaters and holding comments. Cause I promise you I'm honestly better than whoever came to your head right then. They ain't cut from the same thread like him. They don't study doing work to get ahead like him. They don't toss and turn in the bed like him. Cause they don't love it. 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 I've been laid back so long, I'm trying to get turned. Searching my name, dog, that's how you get hurt. Being likable, I'm trying to be unbreakable. I just realized that this whole game is takeable if I want it. And I do, yes, I want it. I don't care how you feel about it. I do what I want. I used to look up to the people that I'm moving in front of. It's not that crazy anymore. My city used to it come up. Bryce and Jack G. James is up next. The rest is up to me.
Today on EA Sports, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Carolina Panthers.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paycor Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. To my left, Charles Davis. And Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. We're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
They'll go again with Sanders. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you've got a chance for success when the injury bug hits.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
The 7th play now, this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Throwing, Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 22-yard line. 15 yards there for number 15.
And this is exactly the kind of drive you're hoping for out of the gates. They're mixing the run and the pass well, keeping this defense off balance early. And they're on the march here with another first down.
Come on, set, 45, 1.
Young on first down. Throw left side, pulled in by Mingo. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Young. This one taken in by Cephas. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll run with Sanders. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 3rd and 4. Now Young. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. That sack there, that likely brings out the field goal unit, so they might have to settle for 3 here on their opening drive.
They did some nice things getting things started there, moving the ball downfield, but taking that sack on 3rd down, that lets the air out of the momentum balloon just a little bit.
So Young will head to the sideline, and on is Pinheiro for the Panther field goal. This a 33-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. Well, they didn't get in the end zone, but pretty good balance there on the opening drive between the run and the pass.
Yeah, I think that was probably what they wanted to get accomplished right out of the gate. Throw the ball with success, run it, of course, to set the tone. So we saw the offensive coordinator's play sheet, probably wrote himself a little note. Exactly what we wanted to do. Probed it early and got it done.
Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
They'll fake the jet sweep and go play action with Burrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. When you look at this defense, they come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
Oh, Boyd, what a catch. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. On the screen, this is Evans. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Now a 2nd and 2. They'll toss this out right for Evans. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
First down. Here's Burrow. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Derek Brown in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save?
Yes.
That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle, because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. He gets this one to Boyd. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big pickup of 38. Sometimes the one-handed catches are unnecessary, but he was trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe that was just a good play.
So that tells you that not only do they imagine those types of catches, they actually work on them with defenders jostling them in order to keep their concentration and haul it in.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Young. That's over the middle and caught by Mingo. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Young to throw it. Short pass caught by Henry. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Here's Sanders. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now 2nd and 5. Here's Young from the shotgun. Over the middle, it's complete. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
They'll run with Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now here's Young. This is caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Quintez Cephas, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll stay on the ground. Evans again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Here now, a 3rd down and 8. Now it's Burrow. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. On the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. That is caught, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. It'll be Young again. He gets this complete to Cephas. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now Young. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Down to the 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 from Bengals TD. Well, CD, I think they were in nickel that time, which we see so often in today's NFL, and there it helped them net their first pick-6 of the contest.
Nice eyes, good observation there, partner. You nailed it. This is a defense that likes to mix up and disguise coverages, but it did end up being one of their main packages, the nickel, that fooled them that time. And they made the most of the miscue with a nice return.
Evan McPherson for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Panthers now set to take over offensively. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Young on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Charlie Jones deep for Cincinnati. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. On 1st and 10, it's Evans. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First catch of the game by Higgins, and he's got his guys a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. They'll toss this out to Evans. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7.
You know when I could tell this was going to end really badly? When he launched himself behind the line and made a beeline for the ball carrier. You get one of those tackling machines in the middle on your trail, things are normally ending pretty quickly.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the 1st.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And this is off the left upright, and it comes back. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. That throw by Young incomplete. Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
He will find his man Chase complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, you don't have to wait till you get to the red zone to run the fade. It can be effective in any part of the field.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now it's Burrow. Throwing the out route, finding Boyd for the completion. 2nd and 7. Here's Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 30. Burrow looking to pass. Over the middle to Evans. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
This will be caught just inside the 10. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Again, it's Burrow. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Burrow on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now Burrow. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throw.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just 1 play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
McPherson now for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. And And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Carolina getting set to take the field. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Young. A quick throw there is incomplete. On 2nd down, Young. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 3rd and 8. Looking to throw, Young. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Here's Jones on the return. It's a net of 40 there. Punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals offense returns to the field. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he'll go underneath here to Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And Burrow going to throw again. He completes it to Boyd. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that'll make it 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. It connects quickly to Jamar Chase. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 27-yard line.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Now Burrow on 1st down. This is caught. It's Boyd. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Back to throw again. Evans has it left side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. is putting in a great all-around game, Charles. He already ran one in for a score, and now they utilize him in the passing game.
And they put a lot of pressure on a defensive coordinator and a defense, don't they? Because they're used to him as a runner. But it turns out he's just as dangerous as some of those receivers, and he showed it right there. You don't pay enough attention to him defensively, he makes you pay.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. 8. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Young. Open man is Mingo, complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Young's throw into the hands of Henry here. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. 1st and 10, Young. This one taken in by Cephas. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Throwing, Young. Short pass caught by Henry. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll start out in Los Angeles, the city of angels, visiting Pittsburgh in town to take on the Chargers. And they are nearing halftime with the Steelers out in front. Deontay Johnson, a touchdown reception. Next, we'll stay in the NFC West as we head up through Oregon and on to Seattle to check on the Seahawks. And they've got the lead over the visiting Chicago Bears. A touchdown run for Kenneth Walker. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore and check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they were losers in that ball game to the visiting Cleveland Browns. Deshaun Watson, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half. I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the back. Throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the interception, Young. That's over the middle and caught by Miss. Tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. To throw on 2nd down is Young. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Sanders is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Frank Reich going to tell the offense to go for 2. Now they'll empty out the backfield. The Young's going to throw for this. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Battle.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. straight ahead. It's Evans. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Burrow will throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Boyd. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. From midfield now, Burrow able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 26. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
They'll run on first down with Evans. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. They're going to look to throw, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Evans. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. We've got a close game. The offense has played well, but right now they've got to keep their foot on the gas.
And that carries with it an extra bit of pressure, doesn't it? As much fun as they're having right now, they're locked in, really clicking on all cylinders. They also know that if they ever miss a chance to put points on the board, they've actually put their team in jeopardy. And that's not how you want to play the game. It's supposed to be complementary football, offense, defense. But today, it's all offense for them.
Yeah, they've been playing with a sense of urgency. It's probably going to need to continue. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Young to throw it. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trey Hendrickson able to record his 5th sack of the season. A tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Now here's Young. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Here's Johnny Hacker now. He's been terrific so far. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. The Bengals offense getting set and ready to go again here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, here's Burrow. And a quick throw here, that's complete. First target, first catch, and a first down.